everybody. We're going to do 2015 top 10 games in review. Last year was a pretty good gaming year for most of us, and I know me and Bill bought quite a bit of stuff. And out of the majority of the things that we got, we figured let's do top 10 list. So
yeah, now this is our top 10 list. I mean, we're not affiliated with anybody or anything like that. This isn't a review for a website or whatnot. This is just for us.
Nope, personal opinion. If you all feel that something needs to be switched up or have comments on what your top 10 is, and feel free to comment.
Yeah, be sure to tell us. We'd love to hear it.
Yeah. So starting at number 10, we put Call of Duty Black Ops 3, long-running game series. I've personally not played this one. I know he's played it, but I kind of died out on the Call of Duty fan train a long time ago. But
I ain't played much of it. I played maybe the first 2 missions.
right, zombies is always fun. That's probably the only reason I would probably pick it up. But that's
Missions are okay. What I've played so far is okay.
multiplayer, of course, is where it's at on this one.
Yeah, but I don't ever touch that. So
Next at number 9, we got Rise of the Tomb Raider. Again, it's another one I didn't pick up, but Billy did. Looks really good. I know there's a lot of hype for it, but it just had a very bad release window because it came out the same day as
Fallout 4
Yeah.
come out the same day as Fallout 4, and what was it? 3-4 days after COD.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a bad time frame to put this game out. They could have released this game maybe 2 or 3 weeks earlier, because I know they wanted to get it out for the holiday season, but it was just a poor choice in my opinion.
Yeah. Still, from what I hear, good game.
It's an exclusive to Xbox One too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it'll make its way to PS4 eventually, but don't know when.
Yep. So throw that one at number 9. Next up, number 8, we got Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. This came out early in the year. I've played this pretty good amount, and I've not actually beaten it yet. I played the original back when it was on Nintendo 64. But really good port. Really good 3D. This came out when the new 3DS came out, so it was one of the games that was launched in that release day. Really fun. Long-time Zelda fan myself. Something definitely worth picking up if you have a 3DS.
And you can't go wrong with Zelda in general,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Well, most of them anyways. Then, next up, we have Halo 5 Guardians at our number 7 spot. The multiplayer in this is really fun. I've not completed the campaign yet. I still need to sit down and play it. Personally, I like the multiplayer. Halo multiplayer has always been a favorite of mine. And really fun, but from what I've read in reviews, the campaign kind of fell short, but it may pick up. There's supposed to be like 2 more or something like that coming out, so it may pick up.
I've played through like 3 missions, and honestly, I'm not enjoying the campaign too much.
But
I mean, that's me.
Multiplayer is still fun though. I like it.
I haven't played any of the multiplayer. I actually need to do it. We need to do that.
Yeah. Let's see. At number 6, we have Super Mario Maker. Do you have this? You have this, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Me and Bill both have this one. Super fun. I've always loved playing Mario, and being able to make levels on my own is really fun. And it's also really fun just to play other people's levels too. This is a game that I feel like this doesn't really get too old just because it's constantly making new stuff, and there's people constantly posting new levels on there.
Yeah.
So awesome game to pick up if you have Wii U, and I would definitely recommend it.
This game also really utilizes the amiibos
Oh, yeah.
better than anything that I've seen released so far. I mean, you can use practically every single one of them almost, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, definitely get it if you can get if you have it. Next is number 5, Bloodborne, which I played this game like religiously for like 2 or 3 days and like beat it like as soon as I could. It was super fun. It plays a lot like Dark Souls, which I've never actually beat any of those games. This is kind of like my introduction to like Dark Souls type game, but it was really fun. I really enjoyed the story. It was a good challenge. The bosses were super hard, but overall I really enjoyed that game. I don't know, he's still not played it, right?
I've not played it. I picked it up for $20 right around Black Friday, but I'm kind of dreading playing it because I'm the type of person that I get angry if I can't beat something if it's too hard.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna give it a shot.
definitely got a little bit of a challenge to it, but it is something. It's really worth playing. It's fun.
I'm looking forward to it. I've read great things about it, and then you all talking about it as well.
Next up, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is number 4.
Number 4, Star Wars Battlefront. This came out shortly after Fallout 3 or Fallout 4.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was the week after. Fallout 4 came out on the 10th of November, and this came out the 17th, I believe.
Something like
I
that.
believe how it was.
But this game also extremely fun to play. Its only downfall is, of course, it's going to be another one of the EA's release part of the game and then buy a DLC.
I don't like that.
That's what they're notorious for.
I
But
just don't care for that myself.
the stuff that they did provide at launch, super fun. Plays a lot like the Battlefield series. I played the first Battlefront and second one back in the day when those were out, and I loved those. And this one, it still keeps true to some of the classic deal, but it's still a fun game. Like, it's new, fresh. The graphics look really good on it. I will give them that.
Yeah, graphics are awesome.
I just wish they'd stop doing the DLC train.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
But it's freaking Star Wars, so
Yeah, Star Wars is always good.
it's awesome.
Next, number 3, Xenoblade Chronicles X. This game, I'm big into JRPGs, and this one is super fun. Really, really, really big open world. Giant creatures. You get your own like robot, which is I'm not got to that point yet myself. I'm still playing it, but it seems like a really cool concept. The Xenoblade series as a whole, all the iterations of it, the Xeno games, I guess you would say, are really good. This one definitely, doesn't fail to deliver. It's super fun so far. I've got about 15 hours into it right now, and it's still really, really fun. You need to get it. You do.
Yeah, I need to pick it up. I've been wanting to.
Next, our number 2 is Fallout 4. Of course, a lot of people will put this at number 1 at their list, but
Yeah. So don't hate on them.
yeah, Fallout 4 is an exceptional game. It's awesome, like intro to the series with like the new running and all the crafting and stuff. Fresh story. Your character actually talks, which is really kind of weird at times, but super fun. The story's good. Factions are awesome. Definitely worth picking up if you got it. I think it comes with Fallout 3 too, which is a nice little perk.
Yeah, if you get it on Xbox One, it comes
Yeah.
with Fallout 3. It doesn't if you get it on the PS4. Not putting down the PS4 version or anything. If that's what you prefer.
But it's definitely worth picking up. And our number 1, we put Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. This game, by far, my favorite out of the whole 2015 year. The story is like insanely good. Like, it just keeps you on your toes when it does. It's a little sparse with the story, but what you get of it is super good. Really good, like open world. You're set in Afghanistan to start off with, but really, really good story. Lots of gizmos to use, companions, and it was a really good continuation of the series. I guess. Well, I guess it's considered a prequel, but still really good.
It was a great game. I haven't played a whole lot of it though.
It's really good. It's definitely worth playing. You need to play a little bit more into it.
But what I played, I really enjoyed. It was great.
So that wraps up our top 10. Like I said earlier, if you have any comments or what you want to see as your top 10 or what you would think that you would change about ours, feel free to talk to us about it.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
And, as you've seen at the start of the video, we have a brand new intro. We would love to hear what you all think about that. I mean, whether you like it or you hate it, just put a comment, but try to be nice.
And like always, if you like what we do, give us a like, subscribe to our social media outlets, and keep checking us out. We got more in store for you. We'll see what 2016's gaming year's got for us. We're going to be, like always, trying to pick up as many as we can, and we hope to continue to have a pretty good gaming lineup for this year. We've got a lot of big ones coming out.
Yeah, it looks pretty interesting from what I've seen so far.
So keep checking us out, and we appreciate your all's views. Again, until next time, see you later.
Peace.